Hi, I'm Lisa Colon DeLay. I'm back again bringing this series on the 7 deadly sins, which are not 7, and they're not deadly sins. There's really 9, and they are afflicting thoughts and temptations for the vices that affect all of us. And I want to talk about virtues, the virtues that oppose the vices and help us to be not just better people, but make our world a better place to live as well. Unfortunately, in our time, we have powerful people who are really good at showing us the vices, and they're very poor at showing us the virtues. So this time I'm going to talk about wrath or anger, and there's actually a difference. Anger is something we all have. It's an emotion that can happen when we're hurt or frustrated or upset, and we feel like our rights have been messed with or someone's tried to do us harm, and we react in anger. Totally normal. It's what we do in our anger that makes it a vice or a virtue. When anger is stored, it has a horrendous shelf life, and that's what we call wrath. Wrath is this stored anger. And so most of us know people that deal with anger problems. We know somebody who's like a hothead, and they probably have big underlying issues they haven't dealt with. The same goes for us. If we have this automatic instinctive response to anger and sort of lashing out, it means we're not dealing with woundedness and problems within that make our lives harder and make it harder for those around us. He said, "If you go after me, I'm coming after you." Now, that works fine on the playground when you're 7 years old, but when you're a grown-ass adult and you haven't grown up yet, and you have the emotional maturity of a toddler and the spiritual maturity of a bad person, that doesn't work. The leader of the free world should be a lot more responsible with how they speak and how they act. Wrath will have us doing revenge. Donald J. Trump, in his 2004 How to Get Rich book, said, when someone hurts you, just go after them as viciously and as violently as you can. That sounds like it tracks. He also is quoted as saying, when people wrong you, go after those people because it is a good feeling and because other people will see you doing it. So here he's trying to tell us, model anger, model revenge, model getting somebody back for what they've done. Model that to other people so they could become as juvenile and foolish as you. Not really. We do have wise elders, the wise elders that came before us in the Egyptian deserts. This was in the 300s and 400s after Christ. They left wealth behind. They left the comforts of the Roman Empire or whatever lives they were leading, whether good or bad or oppressed or free. And many of them came to the desert to renew their faith and their devotion. They cast out wrath and anger and revenge out of their lives because they knew it was such a soul sickness. I urge you to look into the book that I've just made about these 7 deadly sins, which are really 9 afflicting thoughts. It's called The Way of the Desert Elders by Broadleaf Books. You can also get it at the short link, tiny.cc/elders.
Yeah.